What's going on, Meta fam? As you see, this is the short sellers episode of Naked and Afraid. Love that post there by copy and paste. Had to put that at the beginning. That's pretty funny. The short sellers are definitely naked and afraid. So huge props there to copy for getting that one out here. All right, Rare DD has here 166 days since the MMTLP U3 halt. We got the Finra just released the blue sheets. What does Finra and SEC even do? Over 65,000 investors / families are still waiting for a resolution to the MMTLP fiasco that Finra created. The SEC knew there was a problem in 2021. Why was it allowed to get worse? I smell a rat. And I could not agree anymore there with this post. Now this here is an amazing post here by Hollywood Henry. He has put together a fantastic collection of everything we're going to go over here in this video. We're going to talk about this. So, his post here, unleashing the power of faces of MMTLP. Our first wave of packets has taken flight. Carry the voices of justice. From every corner, shareholders united, demanding accountability. Join the movement, fairmarketsnow.org. Here you can see all the packages that are going to be sent out. Like, this is truly amazing here, guys. A lot of time, effort here by Hollywood Henry. Now, here is the breakdown of what is in here. Laws, what this is all about. Read below. Sending physical packets of 244 government offices, both to their home state and Washington, D.C. offices. 12,200 photos printed. 9,516 documents printed. The physical packets include 50 pictures of MMTLP community, simple and understandable breakdown of issue, a demand letter, detailed response to Finra's FAQ, detailed response to Dr. James Angel testifying, state lawsuits filed, supporting evidence documentation. Targets included 52-member House Financial Services, 27-member Committee on Finance, 23 members Senate Banking, 11 SEC Regional Office, 3 SEC Specialty Office, 19 FINRA offices, and 7 DTCC offices. So, huge shout out to Hollywood Henry for putting all this together and getting this down to DC and all of these places that this is going to be going. This is fantastic. So I wanted to highlight this here for this video. And yeah, go check out Hollywood Henry on Twitter at Hollywood Henry. All right. I seen this post from Glass Guy because John Berta retweeted it. So I went in and retweeted it as well. So let's look at what Glass Guy here says. MMTLP, the more I think of this, the more I think it'll work. I don't know the logistics, but it's something that should be considered if we don't get any results soon. So keep this in mind. They should be scrambling for a resolution, not pushing them into one. 10 shares for every 100 shares owned. And he has this here, Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. Don't allow your stock to trade. Issue a small percent of a dividend, less than 25 million shares in total. Then force every shareholder into AST to ensure we get what we deserve. Make Finra come to the table. This will force them into trading the liability or be exposed. Let's put their feet to the fire. This is an interesting, this is a very interesting thing here. So just for an example, if the example I believe was 10% here, because if you only had 100 shares, you would get 10 additional shares. And there still is the lot of float left of the Nextbridge outstanding, which is the 500 million. And now I know McCabe just got a bunch, and I think we're around the 250 mark. I haven't 220, 250, somewhere in that range. So 25 million shares wouldn't really hurt it. We already know they're short. We already know they're a naked short, counterfeit short, synthetic short. They are short. And if they would do this small dividend, it would just take more shares off the total that Nextbridge can even authorize. But just would get a deeper hole. And could you imagine if Nextbridge put out a PR, and basically could get this to everyone, force it in? I mean, a lot of people may not want to force it in. But could you imagine the scramble behind the scenes if everyone, in a sense, was forced to go to AST. It couldn't happen. It couldn't happen. So what's going to happen at the brokerages, like say for Fidelity? You know, I don't know, let's say they have 20 million shares for their whole brokerage, but they have like 100 million shares on the books. What do you do in that situation? Like I said, the longer this plays out, I do agree. This is not beneficial to the shorts because it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. I don't know what they think the plan is, but this is interesting. As I said, John Berta tweeted it, so I wanted to retweet it. I find it very interesting. That would be something up to Nextbridge to decide to do. I don't think it would really affect anything. I think it's a pretty good solution. Now, like I said, forcing everyone to AST could be a tough deal, but doing the small dividend, I agree with the dividend part. That's excellent. But I don't know how we could force everyone to AST. That's the tricky part because, you know, you can still, we still hold our shares under a CUSIP number and street name at our brokerage. So I'm not sure how that would work. That would have to be Nextbridge come out with something on that. But just wanted to put that out there. This is a possibility of something that could happen. All right. Junk Savvy did this post here, and we're going to get into a little bit of edit on this post. Junk Savvy says 21 days until release the blue sheets per Basile. New schedule regarding New York Supreme Court judge's order to release the blue sheets. FINRA written reply on 6/2/23. Rebuttal due on 6/9/23. And the oral arguments are at 6/13/23. And Mark down here said the oral argument date has been moved to June 13th, 2023, FYI. So, yeah, so June 13th, the oral argument there. So there we go. Got that updated there as well on there. So just wanted to put that out there that if you saw that original post, it is updated now. And one other thing I want to talk about here at the end of this video, keep in mind, I know we all were talking about we got screwed up our 2 days of trading. And we was screwed. There's no way about it. There's no way about it. The U3 halt screwed us. Finra screwed us. They helped out their hedge fund buddies. And now Finra is blaming the broker-dealers. And the broker-dealers are the ones, which is true. Now the broker-dealers are going to be ones getting shafted on this one. But keep in mind, while we also bought MMTLP. The squeeze was always a possible benefit, you know. But we mainly bought this because of the oil and gas assets. That's why I originally bought it. Can't speak for everyone. I bought it because, you know, the Oro Grande project is possibly a motherload of oil. And this post here by Gargaman, Saudi Arabia's energy minister warns people shorting oil to watch out and says short sellers will be ouching. This is a very interesting post. Has 826,000 views on this post. So, as you know, Saudi Arabia is like the oil capital of the world, guys. I mean, everyone that knows a little bit about oil, that Saudi Arabia is the oil capital. And they are warning short sellers, you don't want to short oil. Now, that is one thing that we got here with our Oro Grande project and the Nextbridge shares, is the potential of the oil. And that's what they're working on, is proving the assets. And I'm hoping to come out with something, may get Tony and Pigeon involved with something here. I found something, I just want to get their thoughts and opinions so I bring it out to you all. But I will reach out to them, see if we can come up with something here on something I found and see how it relates to Nextbridge and Oro Grande project. So that is all I got for you in today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, please smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.